And welcome into another episode of Dan Tony Sports. My name is Dan Snyder, joined tonight by Dan O'Shea, Dan Beebe, and the returning one and only Tony Casper. Tony, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Busy, but doing well.
That is fantastic to hear. Dan Beebe, Dan O'Shea, how are you guys doing?
Full gang, ready to get back to it.
Yeah, back. We're all back together. Well, you know, in the podcast sense, I'm still in a faraway land, but
Still missing.
I'm ready.
We still have no idea where Dan O'Shea is. Hopefully one day soon we find him. I'm sure we will.
Could have offered him some cake.
Could have offered him some cake if we knew where he was.
I wanted to say that I enjoy the voice in the beginning of the podcast because it sounds like the announcer for my FIFA soccer game.
Because he's British.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also the exact same, like, monotone voice.
Oh, it's probably the exact same voice then.
I feel like it has to be. Yes.
Yeah, so it's a good voice. I like it.
I was just saying that's part of what I enjoy about it.
Yeah, it's definitely added an element to the show that I think we didn't have until we found him. He was nice enough to do this for us.
Oh, well.
Oh, man. Tony,
What a good guy.
You've missed so much since you've been gone.
I mean, some of it I'd like to have missed, just in general, but, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot that you would have wanted to have missed. One thing that you did miss is the new segment we do called Vicious Volley.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know yet, Vicious Volley is a game where I give you a category and you guys take turns answering based on that category. And this goes until either you take too long, you get an answer wrong, or an answer is repeated.
Oh.
So far we've done some fun topics like teams that have won the college basketball championship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We've done number one
cities.
overall picks.
Okay.
Cities that have hosted the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And tonight we've got what I think is going to be another fun vicious volley, and it's tied into what we're going to talk about tonight. So this episode we're going to talk NFL draft, we're going to talk NHL playoffs, we're going to talk NBA playoffs. Gentlemen, your vicious volley, and we're going to start with you, Tony, because you're the new guy on the block. Yeah. All right.
And
so,
refused cake.
Yeah, he did refuse cake.
Dude, I've had cake for my birthday this week. Gina's birthday at work was this week. I've had way too much cake. I don't eat cake. I don't eat sugar.
Oh, man. So
Let them eat cake.
let them eat cake. So the topic of tonight's vicious volley is 2019 NFL first round draft picks.
The draft picks that were selected.
In the first round of this year's NFL draft.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to start with you, Tony. Go.
Kyler Murray.
Is correct. Dan O'Shea.
Well, I'll go with the Jets pick, Quinnen Williams.
That is correct. Dan Beebe.
Ed Oliver.
Ed Oliver is correct. Tony Casper.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is correct. Dan O'Shea.
Nick Bosa.
Nick Bosa is correct. Dan Beebe.
The Giants dude there, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones is correct. Tony.
Dexter Lawrence.
Dexter Lawrence is correct. Dan O'Shea.
Greedy Williams.
Greedy Williams is not correct, is he?
Oh, he wasn't first? Shit. He was second round, wasn't
Yeah, he was second round. But I'm just looking through to make sure. But I do believe Greedy was a second round pick. Yeah, no Greedy Williams. Greedy was a second round pick.
I knew I should have gone with Hawkinson. Oh, well.
All right. Well, Dan O'Shea, you're out. Dan Beebe.
Hawkinson.
All right. Hawkinson is correct. Tony.
Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins is correct. Dan Beebe.
Devin White.
Devin White is correct.
N'Keal Harry.
Ooh, N'Keal Harry is correct. Pick number 32. Dan Beebe.
Jonah Williams.
Give me 1 second. Jonah Williams, I believe, is correct. Yep, he is correct. Tony.
I don't know if I have another one. I don't remember what his name is. Last name Baker, cornerback, Georgia. Taken by the Giants towards the end of the first round.
Dan O'Shea, you are out. Will you take just the last name?
Win.
I can't remember what his name.
You know what it should be. If BB can remember a full name, then he should get the victory.
Okay, a full name.
Rashawn Gary.
Rashawn Gary is correct. Dan Beebe wins.
Nice win. Dan
Beebe wins. Rashawn Gary. And he's not all that excited about playing for the Green Bay Packers, so that's funny.
I'm going to be completely fair. I was soured on this draft when I walked out of Avengers Endgame because I was watching it as the draft was going on. And then I opened my phone to a lot of angry text messages from a bunch of different people.
Especially after that emotional roller coaster. No spoilers, though.
No, I'm not going to spoil anything. I mean, in fairness, I was happy that I was there versus watching it unfold because it saved me from buying a new television.
Oh, that's a good point. Tony, I want to ask you, before we really start talking about the draft, because I know you had a strong reaction to the Giants pick. I know we disagree on it, but I need you to imagine a scenario. And I'm asking you this because I'm hearing a lot of shit from Giants fans, and I am just so confused. If I were to tell you that whatever quarterback they took, whether it was Haskins, Jones, Greer, whether it's Tua, Trevor Lawrence, whoever they take, if I were to tell you that they would have the same type of career for the Giants that Eli Manning has had, would you say that's a successful draft pick?
If they have the same career?
Similar-ish numbers, 2 Super Bowls.
As long as the Super Bowls come, then yes. But that's a different story. I also want somebody that can play a different style than Eli. Eli has, throughout his career, been prone to interceptions. He's been prone to making mistakes. Part of that is his fault. Quite frankly, I want somebody better than Eli. I'll take this 2 Super Bowl rings, but Eli had those seasons at those times, but a lot of that was built on that defense. So, yeah, I'll take him if he has the same success numbers as Eli as far as the rings, but I would like somebody better.
Okay, because all I'm hearing from a bunch of Giants fans is, I don't want another Eli Manning.
Well, the thing
he delivered you 2 Super
yeah,
Bowls.
You're going to want the 2 Super Bowls, but you're going to have to... People saying that because you're going to have to inevitably accept a lot of years where it's just down, and a lot of it's Eli's fault.
I get that.
So there are the 2 super highs, but there's a lot of lows that come with Eli.
They only made the playoffs, what, like 6 of his 14 years or something like that?
Right, so that's a lot of lows to deal with. So I can see the animosity to not want another Eli. Like, I would be okay if we get to the playoffs more than that and not win the Super Bowls, but get the 2. But I need more consistency. I need more, of a ceiling. Or more of a floor, I guess you would say.
I feel like, though, a lot of the problems that the Giants had during Eli's tenure were either the defense was a joke, and when they had a good defense, they won the Super Bowls, or his offense was just uninspired. Like, toward the end, you could tell Tiki Barber was like, no, I'm done.
Well, yeah, there is that. I mean, the Giants as an organization through Tish and Mara have had, to say the least, a roller coaster of what they're doing. I mean, I feel like as long as they own the team, it's always going to be part of the same. But I think what really soured people in the draft is kind of what I left in my rant last week, was we fired Jerry Reese, and this seems like more of the fucking same.
But different of the same.
It's a different guy in a different way that he's presenting it, but the way that he's drafting seems more of the same. Now, with that being said, I think he did better than Jerry Reese in most of the rest of the draft because he actually went after players that were needed at positions that were needed. I think that he was a little light in trying to get O-line prospects, but this draft wasn't a draft destined for O-line prospects. This was a draft destined for defensive players. And I think he grabbed a bunch of backs because he's hoping, or D-backs, hoping one's going to work, because this wasn't an overwhelmingly talented draft as far as D-backs are concerned. This was more D-line and pass rushers. And that's kind of what upsetted me most about the pick. I mean, when Josh Allen is still on the board, when Ed Oliver is still on the board, Ed Oliver is a good player. Does he have question marks? Yes. But the Bills getting him where they did was a steal. And Josh Allen still being on the board, he's probably going to, if he can hold up, like physically, he's probably a Hall of Famer in the making.
Oh,
and he was on the board. And you could have easily fit a situation where you lost big time recently with JPP leaving and you getting rid of Vernon. Like, he would have fit that role that you missed desperately. And I have a hard time falling in love with a quarterback that, yes, does he look like he fits the role? That's great. Has he seen it, shown it on tape? No, not necessarily. But then again, there's a lot of factors to consider. Duke was a trash team around him. They were absolutely terrible. But it's not like it's going to get easier. And it's not like, because it's not getting easier than the ACC. The second best team in the ACC last year was Syracuse.
But Syracuse was a good team.
They were all right, but they weren't great. There was only one great team in the ACC, and that was Clemson. There was only one team that had real NFL talent across it, and it was Clemson. You're going up against that day in and day out. So, and then to hear the nerve of Gettleman tell me afterwards that this is a 3-year plan. Are you fucking kidding me? This is a 3-year plan?
Are we getting
if
Tony's
this
rant
doesn't
right
work
now?
in 2 and 3 years, you're not going to be here for the 3-year fucking plan.
Oh my, I can't, when I heard him say that.
I thought I was watching the fucking scene from Big Daddy with the old man.
At first I thought, when I first heard it, I was like, okay, he's saying the same kind of thing that I am. In 3 years, you'll see. This is a good pick. Like, he's going to sit behind Eli. His first year is going to be rough. Third year, which will be his second year playing, you'll see what I saw. But when I listened to it again, it was like, nah, he'll be on the field in 3 years. Like, wait a second, what? You don't draft someone at 6 expecting them to play in 3 years. It just blew my mind. And even more mind-blowing than that is the fact that he pronounces it quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, get your fake-ass Boston accent. I work with some people from Boston, and they don't sound anything like that. I've never met anyone from Boston who didn't sound more like this.